How's prep?
It's not too bad, yeah.
Yeah, we got a few more weeks before it'll get a little harder. Maybe a couple things we can work on, just little minor things, but altogether, yeah, you're coming along really great. That's why I haven't really had to touch too much on your program quite yet, which is all a good thing. If we can keep things as high as possible. And then let's go ahead and see the back again. Good. Yeah, I'm only gonna fix something super minor here. Good morning and welcome back to another video. Basically woke up pretty early this morning and I've just been on posing calls with the boys. Team TUA is looking great right now. We are competing in 11 weeks at the Summer Shredding Classic on June 24th and I cannot wait. Now this video was going to be a full day of eating video, but little fun fact, I got food poisoned like 2 or 3 days ago or something like that. It was terrible. I've been food poisoned before. This was way worse. This was like 10 times worse. And my diet's still not just quite back to normal quite yet. Yesterday I was about like 90%. And I just couldn't really eat that much, to be honest. Like, I just don't feel good. I got food poisoned from eating, it was like a steak thing. It was brand new out of the package, so I shouldn't have gotten sick, but I did. It was awful. But I'm kind of like hesitant to be eating meat and a lot of protein right now, so I've been struggling. And going into today, I'm like, bruh, I can't film a full day of eating video if I can't even eat during a full day. So we're not gonna do that today. But if you do wanna see that, comment down below and that could be the next video. I still am dieting right now and I'm currently down, well, I don't even know how many pounds I'm down realistically because I lost several pounds from my food poisoning, but I can also update that next video as well. And I do think that the mini cut is going to be extended about another week according to my coach, so I'll keep you posted on all that too. The morning stack. Okay, we have the cream of rice. Yes, not cream of wheat, cream of rice. I've been switching it up a little bit. So this is how I do things. I get the peanut butter. After I microwave this for a minute or 2 minutes or whatever, place the peanut butter on the scale. I zero it out. I get 1 serving of the peanut butter, which is 36 grams, which is that much. And then it's really easy. I kind of stir that in there. And the peanut butter gets all melted and delicious from all the heat. And then I throw this back on the scale, the whole thing, zero it out, get my honey, and I do 20 to 21 grams, which is 1 serving, which is that much. And I just want to point that out. This whole thing is measured, right? That took 5 seconds, so it's not hard at all to be weighing your food. I usually would throw a banana, but we ran out of bananas, so no banana today. But that is how you measure it, super easily, super fast. And yeah, I'm gonna eat this, and then I don't really know the plan. Bae's behind the camera. We have a big day today. I know you have a photo shoot for your launch.
You're literally taking the pictures.
I'm literally doing a photo shoot for Maddie's launch today at
5:45.
5:45. It's currently 8:40.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else is going on today.
Daisy has a haircut at 11. I'm glad I called because I thought it was at 11:30.
Daisy's got a haircut.
You're a dirty dog. Here's our before.
Daisy gets way cuter after her haircut, so I'm excited. Yesterday's gym session was like decent, but I could tell I was still like not fully there. So
thinking about your barf.
Yeah, but I'm hoping today, I mean, like I feel fine now. The issue is literally like, so 3 days ago is when I puked everything up, so I didn't really consume that many calories that day as far as like actually digesting them. So I probably had like a little over 1,000 calories that day. Day 2, I had probably less than 1,000 calories. Day 3, which was yesterday, I had less than 2,000 for sure. Maybe a little over, like, I don't know, 1,500. So I just haven't been eating a lot the past like 3 days, so my workouts are kind of suffering. So I'm trying to fix that today, but we're hoping to get back into it. Right, guys, so That workout was definitely a tough one to get into, and I'm obviously just still kind of sick from my whole food poisoning thing, but basically what happened is right before I went to the gym, I thought I would just have a little bit more food in me because I just haven't been eating that much the last few days, and as soon as I did, I just did not feel good. At that point, I essentially just laid down for a while and tried to feel better, and I almost decided to not go to the gym, which is why I kind of wanted to just explain this, but I ended up going several hours later anyway, and I wasn't exactly sure if I was going to have a good session or not, but I just tried to stay positive about it. And as soon as I got going into the session, I felt amazing, and I actually had a really good workout. So sometimes, you might not totally feel ready for your workout, but just trust the process, show up anyway. You're never gonna know if it's gonna be a good one or not until you actually try. I did not film my whole workout here, but here are some sets anyway that I wanted to go through, and just, again, a reminder, give it a shot anyway, show up, and just the rest will take care of itself. Guys, okay, so welcome to the actual topic of this video, and this topic is completely inspired by actually one of the last Christian Guzman videos. He made a whole YouTube video about how to get sponsored, and he talked about, getting sponsored by Alphalete or other companies, and I wanted to give my 2 cents on the topic. Obviously, no, TUA is not as big as Alphalete, but that being said, I have had quite honestly, a lot of people ask how they can get sponsored by TUA. I've had to answer this question probably like 3 or 4 different times on my Instagram, and I still get asked it. So I figured, why not just make a video about it? As someone who does own a company who is trying to expand, what am I looking for when it comes to, ambassadors or sponsored athletes for my brand? And also not just my brand, but how can you go about, having the right mindset when it comes to working with other brands? Now, the number one thing you need to ask yourself when you're trying to get sponsored by a company is, why the heck should they sponsor you? I think the biggest thing, and I've seen this in other companies as well, people just want free stuff. If you're someone that wants to be sponsored by Alphalete so that you can get free Alphalete, that is a terrible reason. And if you want to be sponsored by TUA, I'm sorry to say this, just so you can get free stuff, that's a terrible reason too. Why should a company sponsor you? Is it for your benefit, or is it for the company's benefit? Because, as the business owner in me, when it comes to TUA, I'm not going to sponsor someone just because they want to, or just because it'd be doing them a favor, or like I said, because they want free stuff. Like, that does not make any sense. I'm going to look for people who are an asset to the company, people who can bring in new people. And so if we just go ahead and look at the 3 TUA sponsored athletes right now, and before I get going on that, yes, I am looking for more. I'm not in any rush, so I'm taking my time with the process, but I definitely have people in my mind that I look at and I just watch. I just want to see, what they're putting out there. But anyway, so the 3 people that I do sponsor, which would be Spencer, Jake, and Nate, I sponsor them for really good reasons. I mean, Spencer and Jake, for instance, have been with me since the beginning. We're talking 4 years now. And I've put so much into them because I believe in them. And this is no different. I believe on the path that they're going. I do believe that they will become pros in the IFBB league someday. I think that they will continue to be a huge asset. Spencer specifically has brought me the most clients to my company out of anyone. And that deserves to be respected, and that's something I pay attention to. He does get me sales. Jake gets me sales. Our first launch ever, Jake got the most sales, which is really cool. So clearly these are real assets we're talking about here. As for Nate, I also trust his path within bodybuilding. I know that he's going to go pro someday too. He has been very loyal to the company. I've been coaching him for 2 years. But not only that, is he has an awesome YouTube channel right now that is growing very fast, growing a lot faster than my channel. So I'm looking at what these people are doing. Are they actively pursuing something? Are they going somewhere? A big question that's going to be asked is, do you have to have a lot of followers? The initial answer is no, but in all honesty, it does matter, because how are you supposed to be an asset to a company if you have no reach? And that being said, that doesn't mean you have to have 100K followers, because there's people with 10K that have a lot more influence and a lot more like, cult following than people with 100K. So influence matters, but it so happens that if, you definitely don't have a big influence and you're not that big of an asset to a company if you have 200 followers, right? Unless those are 200 followers that are going to do exactly as you say and buy whatever you promote. So just be real with yourself there. If you don't have a following, if you don't have a personal brand that you've been developing, if you're not working towards something or have a YouTube channel that's growing rapidly or, a killer physique that is enough of a reason to invest in, then why would a company trust you and invest themselves into you if you're not able to provide anything back? Sponsorships are not favors, guys. So you need to find out a way how you can be of value to that company that you want to be sponsored by. Now, a lot of this comes down to having your own personal brand, or like I said, something that you're working on, or some sort of thing that sets you apart. The thing with Alpha Elite 2 is they're not just going to sponsor a bunch of their friends, because the goal is to bring new people in. So if you have, like 5 people and they all have the same followers, then sponsoring all 5 of those people who are, creating content for the exact same followers, again, doesn't make a lot of sense. So as for, my response, I think that pretty much sums it up, but I am definitely looking for people who are able to catch a new audience, who have something big that they're working on, who does have a big reach and great engagement on their social media, who's clearly working hard at it. I need to see consistency. If it's someone that is like falling off and only posts once a month and then takes a 6-month break, that's kind of a red flag for me. Why would I sponsor that person? Someone who's very consistent and just, on the right path, right? That being said, you do have to fit the brand as well, which is probably how I'll just close. If your personal branding and your personal message and your aesthetic and everything about you is wildly different than the brand's, then that would be a distraction for that company to sponsor you. So keep that in mind. You can't be a CrossFitter and hoping to get sponsored by a big bodybuilding company. That just doesn't make sense. Anyway, guys, I hope that helps. And as for the TUA sponsorship, yes, it's out there. I am looking for someone who's loyal to the brand, someone who represents the brand well, but also someone who has their own personal brand that's crushing it, has great engagement on social media, has a big audience that they can cater to and bring into the fold. And that person right there will get a sponsorship from TUA. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video and hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, give it a like. We got some big stuff coming. The next TUA launch, I actually have the shipment coming in today, hopefully in the next couple of hours. So in the next YouTube video, you might be able to get a sneak peek of the brand new TUA launch that's happening hopefully in the next couple of weeks. And then we actually have another follow-up launch after that, probably a few weeks later, and I'm getting that stuff in as well here pretty soon. So yeah, next video, you're going to get to see a sneak peek of that. And this launch is going to be a good one. It's one that took a whole lot of effort, but it's going to be worth it. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.